Hey everybody, welcome to Armed Dad. So, my name's Warren, and I've been in firearms for about 20 years, a little over. God, I'm old. Anyway, started shooting when I was hunting. That developed into different types of firearms. Started to have a passion for it. I really enjoy them. I got my first pistol when I was 21. That's what I was excited about, not going out like most people. And it just kind of snowballed from there, okay? I've taken some different classes for self-defense. I've had my CPL in the state of Washington. I'm working on getting mine in Texas now because I was busy when we first moved here and I just haven't had time to do it. But great thing about Texas is you don't actually need one down here. So, moving on. Thank you for finding the channel and taking the time to watch this video. If you hit the subscribe button, you'll get alerted when you won't get alerted, but you do want to subscribe. What you want to hit next is the notification button. That's the one that's going to alert you when I drop a new video, okay? And I'd really appreciate a like if you like this video. Now, you can go ahead and do it now, or you can wait till the end of the video and see how you feel then, but trust me, it would be better if you just do it now. You're going to love the video. Moving on. You can also follow me at Instagram, at armeddad.yt. Okay, that'll be down in the caption if you forget what it is, or you can just rewind the video because it'll be right here on the screen. So, anyway, moving on. What do I have for you today? Well, you read the title. We're going to be talking about the Smith & Wesson M&P 22 Compact. This is one of the probably first runs of this. I've had it for a few years, and I love it. Okay. Now, there are some things that I'll talk about that aren't fantastic, but overall, it's a great quality little pistol. If that's all you came here for, well, hit the like button. So, let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's talk about why I like it. It is a great training pistol. It's a great target pistol. I love shooting it, and I shoot all sorts of guns, but the 22, for a while, you didn't have much options in a semi-automatic 22. They all kind of look the same. You had your Browning Buck Marks, your Ruger Mark IVs. I guess Walter kind of changed it a bit when they made the P22. But this is different. This is different than we're used to seeing, and that makes some people nervous because let's be honest, putting a 22 in a standard frame is iffy at best for, I don't know, generally cycling 22 ammo that's not very powerful. However, Smith & Wesson have solved some of those problems. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is the greatest pistol ever and it's never going to jam on you, because that would be a lie. I have had some jams. I've had failure to feeds, I've had failure to ejects, I've had a double feed, but not enough to make me go, oh my gosh, this thing's a giant pile of, well, we're not going to go there, because it's not. Okay? Don't clip that and try to get me in trouble. I swear. Shh. It's not funny. Anyway, it is a fantastic little pistol for what it is. 22s generally aren't very snappy, so we don't need to really talk about the recoil. However, we do have to talk about the recoil. Why? Because Smith & Wesson did something fantastic with these. What they did, instead of putting a standard metal frame on this thing, is they made it out of an aluminum alloy. So it is super lightweight, which means that 22 round is able to kick that thing back like a donkey. Okay, it's probably not that fast, but it does cycle well for being a 22. The frame is polymer. That's pretty typical nowadays. You see a lot of polymer frames. Makes sense. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about a few little things. Let's get into the scientific part of this, because that's what you all came here for, right? So let's go ahead and, I know it's not loaded. It's not like it could shoot you through the screen anyway. The worst it would do is hit my screen. Anyway, it's not loaded. That was a joke. Don't get all pissy. So this thing comes in with a width of about 1.48 inches. That is just shy of 1.5 inches. So it's not super wide, but it's also not super skinny. It fits in your hand really nicely because of that. That and the fact that the grips are wide enough to fit your hand. I mean, they didn't go overboard and they didn't go underboard. They kind of hit the mark exactly what I would expect in a pistol of this size. So, the length, 6.67 inches. just over 6.5 inches on the full length. Now, that is kind of a number for the newer versions. I don't know if that counts the extra little added barrel that they added at the end of it. It's got the threads on it. Now, these ones do have the threaded barrel. However, it is internal. I wouldn't say internal, but it is underneath the slide. So that does put a damper on some things. You got to get the right things. You can't just twist any old ATF scarer on there. Kidding. It's a joke. I don't care if the ATF's offended, but if somebody didn't like that joke, sorry. So if you want to freak the ATF out, put a nice little silencing device on this to make it a little easier on your ears when you're shooting it, which it's 22. It's not super loud, but it is nice to protect your ears. So if you did want to do that, you can. However, they do not come optics ready. So unless you take this thing to a gunsmith and get it milled for optics, sorry, you're stuck with the standard sights. But they did a great thing with these standard sights. They are nice. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. I'm going to drop the magazine because I know if I don't, someone's going to throw a fit. I'm also going to show you guys it's empty. I'm going to tip it upward, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and point it behind me. But I want you to see those sights. Those bright white sights are super clear and super easy to see on the target. Love that. I've had this thing for a few years now, and it is still super bright. The sight does bounce a little bit up and down. It's not like this solid piece. The adjustment is right there. It's just a simple flathead screwdriver. Make adjustments on your sight. I have not had to make any adjustments on it yet, which I'm really happy with. Out of the box, it shoots pretty much exactly where I would like it to shoot. So, let's see. What else haven't we talked about? Oh, did I talk about the 10-round magazines? You get 2 of them, okay? 2 simple 10-round magazines, but they are right here. They've got a nice little slide here, so it makes it really easy to load. So for you people that can't push the rounds in, and it gets kind of hard, you got to use the little helper loader. This has one built in, so it makes it really nice for new shooters and people who don't have the finger strength or the dexterity to load them. Super handy little things. Anyway, moving on. What else should we talk about here? Because, I mean, you came here to understand this firearm. It does have an ambidextrous thumb safety. I'm going to tip that down so you can see. The safeties are nice and wide. Again, great for new shooters. Great if you're teaching somebody or just if you're using it. I love this pistol. I'm not going to lie. I'm super happy I bought it because it has been fun. Even with the jams and things I've dealt with, this has been a fun little pistol to have. Anyway. Oh, trigger. Trigger warning. Just kidding. The trigger. It's a little heavier than I'd like to see in a 22, but at around 6 pounds, it's not bad. It is smooth, so it really isn't that big of a deal for it to be like that. Overall, great little shooter. It's gun you're gonna want. Like if you buy it, you're not gonna be disappointed. I promise you. Actually, I'm not gonna make that promise. Don't hold me to that because somebody's gonna find a way to complain. I wouldn't complain about it. I've had a lot of people shoot it. They love it. I've had a couple people that I know that have bought one because they've shot the one I have. So if you're interested in it, cool. I will tell you that the MSRP on these is about $429. So new, $429. Not bad, all right? It's a pistol. What else can I say about this thing? Oh, let's show you something else that I think is really cool about this. Because, you know, if you're using this as a training pistol or your first pistol, you might be a little nervous about, breaking it down and cleaning it. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let me show you. This thing's super, super easy to break down. I'm going to leave the safety on to show you. It's probably going to flick off because my hands are going to move around a lot. But safety on, you can function the slide. That's really nice. So you people that are safety conscious, I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Anyway, all the way back. Oh, I got the wrong thing, don't I? Yep, wrong thing. I want to be on the slide lock. There we go. Slide lock's on. Okay, so it's locked back, and then you have this little lever right here, right in the front. Okay, you pull that down. Comes down pretty easy, and then this is free and clear. So all you do is you slide it back. You got to find a little groove here. It's hard to do this direction. I'm used to doing it the other way. Slide it back and lift. Okay, so once you slide it back and lift, you can not catch on that, pull that off. This is like super light. Okay, when you pull this off, you're gonna be like, man, that's amazing. That slide is super light. Anyway, moving on. The barrel stays attached, so it gives you a nice little grip for running the rod through, to hold on to while you're cleaning everything. And overall, super simple. If you've never put a guide rod in wrong, congratulations to you. You either have never been showing someone how to do it, or you just haven't cleaned enough pistols, because at some point you will put it in backwards or something stupid and you go, oh man, this one is literally impossible to do that with. See, because this is the way it goes in. And you see that little angle groove on there? The little angle? Yeah, check this out. So if I turn that, just right there, it don't fit. If I turn it upside down, it don't fit. But if I bring it right back to where it's supposed to go, it fits right in the hole perfectly. You cannot screw this up. This, like I said, is a fantastic pistol, especially for people that are learning. Anyway, we're going to go and put it back on. It's facing me this way so that maybe I don't fumble it around like a moron. And pull it back, snaps down in. I'm going to lock the slide back. Whew, there we go. And then we'll turn it back around for you, and there's the button. And now it takes a little bit more effort to push it in and lock it in there, and it's good to go. Look at that. I did that without the safety coming down that time. Anyway, safety locks in, and you are good to go. So, overall, Smith & Wesson M&P Compact 22, 100% recommend. If you are looking for a nice little target pistol, a training pistol, something for a new shooter, absolutely perfect. So, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification so that you get told the next time a video is dropping, because we all know you enjoyed this. Please hit the like button because you did enjoy this video if you made it this far. And don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram for more content at armdad.yt. Thank you for joining me on this video. Until next time, go out there and have some fun.